Have you ever considered that trying too hard might be what's holding you back? The very effort we've been taught to value might not be the key to success we've always thought it to be. Intriguing, isn't it? Let's explore an interesting story. You've all heard of James Watt, the inventor of the modern steam engine, yes? But were you aware that his groundbreaking invention was not a result of immense hard work, but a moment of relaxation? Sitting by the fireplace one day, he observed a kettle boiling. This simple act triggered his thoughts to visualize steam power, and he conceived the idea for the steam engine. Not intense labor, but a moment of ease led him to his landmark invention. Let's dive deeper into this paradox. Think for a moment. Is effort overrated? Society glorifies hard work, but what if we flipped the script? What if the less you strive, the more you achieve? Absurd, you think? Let's delve into the extraordinary stories of Paul McCartney, who dreamt up the legendary tune Yesterday, and J.K. Rowling, who had the flash of Harry Potter's universe on a delayed train ride. Neither were consciously crafting their magnum opus, yet their success was monumental. This isn't to undermine dedication or persistence, rather, it brings the paradox of effort into spotlight. Brilliance often strikes when we least expect it, not when we're spread too thin chasing it. Could the secret to success be as simple as not trying? Right about now, you might be wondering, is there any science to back this up? Research indicates that pushing too hard triggers stress responses, diminishing cognitive function, creativity, and problem-solving skills. Hardly the ingredients for success. But there's more. The phenomenon of flow. This term, introduced by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, denotes a state of complete engagement where the ego recedes, time races, and performance tops. This state, common among artists and athletes, is where creativity and productivity are at their peak. But here's the catch. Flow isn't attained through struggle, but enjoyment and immersion. So indeed, there is scientific support for the notion that less can be more. This effort paradox may not be paradoxical. But now let's move on to the struggle with hard work and see if we can unravel that a bit more. Now, you might be thinking, no effort, no gain, right? But let me explain something. Society has shaped us to believe that success is synonymous with tireless labor. We're often bombarded with the notion of pushing our limits, and that if we hustle more intensely, we'll eventually reach our dreams. But does this belief stand on solid ground? Let's ponder upon the enlightening insights shared by Mark Manson in his best-selling book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Manson challenges the common perception of struggle. He critically examines the concept that hardships and toil are prerequisites for attaining anything worthwhile. He suggests that this can lead to an ironic situation where we encounter more difficulties than rewards. We imagine ourselves engaged in an arduous task of digging for a treasure, but in reality, we're just further immersing ourselves into the abyss of hardship. The more we get fixated on the struggle, the more our true objectives become blurred in our vision. We become so engrossed in the notion of laboring intensely that we lose sight of our original motivation for working. Isn't it plausible that our vehement fixation with struggle could be the very obstacle impeding our progress? Could it be that our obsession with struggle is actually holding us back? Let's flip the script. What if we just didn't care? Consider a world free from the constraints of expectations, where exploration, innovation, and discovery reign supreme. Freedom from the fear of failure, a blissful release from the shackles of pressure. Now, visualization becomes reality. Welcome to the realm of nonchalance. In the nonchalant world, pressure doesn't dictate your creativity. The typical examples of nonchalance: J.K. Rowling and Albert Einstein. Rowling, on welfare, crafted her first Harry Potter book with no foresight of success. Albert Einstein developed his theory of relativity, undeterred by his patent examiner's duties, immune to academic pressures. Their commonality? Success, found through uncaring the outcome. Nonchalance isn't synonymous with indifference or carelessness. It represents detachment from the end result and absorption in the process. It's the joy of the journey, not the destination's lure that, not caring might seem counterintuitive, but it could be the key to unlocking your potential. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? You might wonder, pondering the complexity of the notion we've unraveled and the intriguing ideas it presented. The discussion revolved around the ironic twist of effort and struggle. We delved into the realm of laborious exertion, where we devote our invaluable time, energy, and resources, often leading us towards a futile cycle, a paradox of sorts. Like scaling an invisible mountain, but finding ourselves stuck on a never-ending treadmill. We seem to be running, but going nowhere. It's a puzzling conundrum that leaves us questioning the value of our endeavors. Then we explored the peculiar yet enticing world of nonchalance. We discussed this uncanny phenomenon where we release the tension, let things unfold naturally, and the results begin to materialize surprisingly effortlessly. It's as if we've switched off the treadmill and suddenly find ourselves perched on the mountaintop we once thought was unreachable. Thy it appears lies in the ability to let go, to relinquish the constant need for control and instead immerse ourselves in the process, to not fixate on the end point, but to relish the journey, embracing each moment as it comes. Perhaps when we stop caring so much about the results and focus on the journey, that's when we truly succeed. Now, isn't that a thought worth pondering? So, we've explored the paradox of effort, but what does this mean for you? Intrigued? Let's take a quick recap. We've learned that hard work can be a trap, causing us to exert more energy without the desired results. It's like climbing a treadmill, not a mountain. We also discovered the power of nonchalance. The outcomes flow in when we stop caring excessively and start appreciating the journey. It's akin to reaching the mountain peak after switching off the treadmill. But what does this mean for your approach to success, your goals? This is something for you to reflect on. Are you too focused on the end goal, missing the journey? Or have you found the balance where you aim for your goals without obsessing over results? Is letting go of intense effort your key to success? It's your journey to take. Remember, the paradox of effort suggests less is more. The power of letting go can lead to great achievements. Maybe, just maybe, the key to success lies not in effort, but in letting go.